Okay, are you ready, Boris?
Born ready.
It's time for the pre-show pep talk. I'm going to say this, Boris. I'm glad we're sitting down, but don't look out the windows because there's fog tonight. Proper coastal fog, thick enough to taste, thin enough to move when you're not looking at it. And I swear, when I walked up to the Caravan of Chaos tonight, it moved out of the way from me like it was sentient. Now, before we start, I just want to say, if anything happens during the recording, because obviously this is our spooktacular, Spooktober, sober Spookfest, if you will. If anything happens during the recording, don't stop rolling. You know, if the lights flicker, if the air goes quiet, because this is what the show's made for. The line between entertainment and seance. Right? This isn't just another episode. This is Halloween, Boris, our spooky, sober Sunday Shocktober special show, if you will. See that when you're pissed. The one night of the year when our audience expects us to crawl right out of their headphones and whisper something unspeakable into their ears, like lolly jokes. I want our listeners to feel cold for no reason halfway through a sentence. I want their Alexa to switch on by itself halfway through tonight's show and start whispering about ghosties in the walls. Now look at you, pale, sweating, looking like a cursed citrus fruit that's been left out too long in the sun. You're perfect. You look haunted. Already. That face has backstory. Use it. When we speak tonight, imagine every word carving a name into the frost on the studio window. Because if the names start writing back, that's how we'll know it's fucking working. You'll hear things scratching, maybe breathing, maybe your own heartbeat echoing through the mic. Don't flinch. That's just the recording kit. Or someone outside the Caravan of Chaos furiously masturbating because they think we're in here dogging. Either way, roll with it. Now let's make the most of this, the spooky, sober Sunday Shocktober special show.
Shadows wiggle, walls go wide, creaky doors, they open wide. Welcome to the Misfit Ride. Extraordinary miscreants, oh yeah. Spooky tales beyond compare. Extraordinary miscreants, oh yeah. Beware, beware, if you dare.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the spooky. What did we call it again? It was the spooky
Spooktober.
Spooktober spanking super Sunday sober Sunday Shocktober special show. Of course, this is a special Halloween episode of the Miscreants. Episode 20. We've hit the big 2-0.
Have we?
In number wise, so episode 20.
Okay,
I'm of course your spooky Sasquatch, the main host of the show, joined by of course the what word can we use for a spooky kind of show?
Ever lovely.
Ever lovely, Boris. It's not very horrible or spooky, but ever
Accurate.
lovely. The haunted citrus that is Boris.
Citrus.
Boris Von Legend himself. Boris, how are you doing on this spooky evening?
I am good and bad. I'm fucking
Good.
rough. It's a theme.
It's a theme. I was going to say it's a theme. There's barely.
I'm either drunk or rough. The two states.
Well, the worst problem we have is we've decided to record on a Sunday because we've been busy all weekend. We've been busy. Sunday was the first chance we got.
Yep.
It nearly didn't go ahead.
No.
Schedules have been tight.
Yep, it's been a bit of a
it's been a last minute. Let's get together, get a spooky Shocktober
Get rattled
special. Get rattled out. But there's no beer. There's no beer. There's no whiskey. There's no rum.
No.
It's fucking dire.
I'm glad
here.
I couldn't bear to smell it.
So you, of course, were, and unsurprising to most, I imagine, on the shandies last night.
On the shandies and the whiskies.
Now, I was shocked for one.
I know.
because-
I don't normally drink.
Well, I know, right? I'd gone out for a meal with the family, into a local eatery in Inverurie, nearby Inverurie, you see. Myself, the kids, the wife, had a lovely, lovely meal, you know, in a place I work for, in fact,
Yes.
as a company.
Yep.
So I got a hefty discount.
Boots the
by the way.
chemist.
Boots the- hefty discount on hemorrhoid cream. And... but there was a member of staff there, right? This is where I was confused, right? Because we sat there, and we've joked before on the show about how we've met Timu Boris. Yeah, there's a poor man who, I don't think he lives in Meldrum, but he certainly is with someone who's in Meldrum. and he looks like a Temu version of your good self, you know.
I mean, it's not a bad look.
It's not a bad look. And the man himself even references himself
Yeah,
for a while as Temu Boris, Boris the second.
Fake
And then
Boris,
he was,
they call him.
and then he was getting annoyed because he's like, I'm not fake Boris, I'm superior Boris.
Yeah,
You're like,
fuck
"You're
off.
not
Are
though.
you fuck?
You're not though, are you?
There's
Bless
only
you."
one.
So
Fuck.
So this was the problem was we sat down for a meal, and then one of the staff came walking over with a green T-shirt on.
Yeah.
And straight away the Rubes was like, "Holy fuck, it's AliExpress, Boris."
It's Alex.
Like, what? Turned round, sure enough, here's a man who's clearly seen you online and thought, that's the fucking...
That's the look I'm
that's
going
the
for.
fucking look I'm going for. That's the man.
Fucking
Slippers, shorts, and a fucking T-shirt. I can't-
Imagine only setting your sights that high.
What do you mean only? That's the peak. That's the peak of manhood right there.
Best I can hope to achieve.
You've got the look of a man who's seen it all, done it all, and thought, fuck it, now it's time to rest.
It's time to
Right? It's time to relax a little bit. So, imagine my confusion, of course, then, sitting down for this lovely meal with my family, you know, and which I got a hefty discount on as well, took something special.
Fucking hell.
And then my wife went wide eyed and went, "It's the real Boris." No, I'm like, no, love. No, you're confused.
Yeah.
You know, simple women, of course. You
Yes,
know,
hell, she is.
all that estrogen in her system confuses their brains. You
Makes
know,
her think silly things.
makes her think silly things.
She's not-
And I'm like, you know, like I'm handsome. And it was like, I'm like, no, you silly creature. That's AliExpress Boris. You know? She went, no. I spun round and sure enough, fucking
Yeah,
majestic in the doorway, looking very confused.
I was, 'cause I was there to meet. I was there to meet a friend, and I'm like, I fucking thought I'd arranged to meet Jeff here, not Scott. I was just like, what the fuck's happening?
Because the first person you met was my daughter.
It was your daughter.
I was like, hi, Boris.
Hi,
Like,
Boris. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, who the fuck is Scott's kids here with? No, I felt like
Oh,
minutes,
amazing.
but it was probably a blink of an eye. But I was like, why are your children here and alone
Why
in a pub a Saturday night?
Well, they do come from Highland stock, so you
Well-
know, I'm going to account for that.
Webbed feet.
So you, of course, were meeting Big Jeff,
Big
and
Jeff
a couple,
and
of, a couple of his
other pals.
associates
Yep.
for a whiskey drinking night, I believe.
Whiskey drinking night,
Uh-huh.
and at the new the guy has a whiskey shop. They've opened a new bar.
Yeah.
It's all right
Is
actually.
it the Tipping House
Fog
or the
House or something
Fog
it's
House?
called.
Fog House.
It's all right. It was all right.
Looks nice.
Yeah, a couple of pints in there, and then a whiskey tasting, and then tarties the other side after that.
Although my concern by the look of the place, like it looks really nice, right?
It's all right.
But the problem with these whiskey dedicated joints is you expect it to be pricey as fuck.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
No, I mean it's it's like it is what it is. You know, you're buying decent
Yeah.
nips. They're going to be,
Yeah.
but no, the beer's reasonable. It's fine. It's fine.
okay.
It's all right. Like.
So it's a regular bar along with being like a whiskey
So it's just a pub to accompany the shop basically. But it's really good. No, it was good. It was good. It was a good tasting, just fucking a lot of whiskey. Like,
I'll tell you what's not good tasting though is this alcohol-free beer.
I wouldn't even put it near my mouth.
That's rot my
And
insides.
I've fucking disappeared in a toilet. And even I wouldn't fucking ingest that.
So you've gone for this whiskey tasting night.
Yes.
Now I imagine it was very formal. You know, you've got
No, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, well, formal-ish.
You've got a man presenting the whiskies, and so is it a case where you get like a line of nips?
They line them up, and then I think it was like 7 or 8 nips. I can't even remember what they all were now. There was like a 12 or 15 and 18 and a couple others. And it was good. It was all fine. All from the same distillery. The distillery
right.
comes down, goes through. And yeah, he just kind of works his way through them. and it's decent enough. Like,
So is he then just there to kind of sell you on the whiskies that they make?
yeah, well,
essentially?
just let you know a bit about them, and they fucking he just talks about them. And yeah, that's all right. And then the idea is that you buy the bottles, you're half cut, and you fucking you know, because they give you
of course.
they give you a discount. There's a huge discount of £5 off every bottle that you buy
right,
if you buy it that night. But so I've fallen foul of that before, and you're like, fucking great idea, fucking all of that.
See, this is why, like when I was working in the whiskey industry as well, was they had staff from the place I worked in going and doing these kind of demonstrations and tasting sessions, and I always thought, could I do that? Could I go in a room and say, hey, listen, you should try this and blah blah, and you know, and
You could.
and present these things? I couldn't.
You don't think
because
so?
no, because you know why? Because I'd make shit up. Like I'd get too carried away.
But I think that would be
like,
funny.
It
Fuck 'em.
might be fun.
No, well, the last one I went to was a guy from Torre and he was fucking brilliant, really sound guy. And, you know, at the end of the day, he was like, because I thought it was going to be quite poncy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was really knowledgeable, but he was like, at the end of the day, he's like, one, it's what you like.
Yeah.
So don't listen to me. This is my opinion. Secondly, I've been doing this for 40 years, or whatever, I've only been doing it. I couldn't fucking blind taste any of these and tell you what they are. He said, so a lot of it is bullshit.
Yeah,
he's like, so just as long as you like
performance,
as long as you like it, fine. And I thought it was a nice kind of relaxed way to put it. And no bullshit and just. So it's decent, and it's like fucking 25 quid or something.
Oh.
You get a fair skinful of drink.
That's not bad going.
It's all right, like.
So you left on kind of wobbly legs, if you will.
Shy. Aye.
But then you must have had a few kind of pre-whiskey tasting beers beforehand.
Aye. Well, yeah, but I met you, and then we went across the road to that place, and we had
essentially, you went and got beers, deadened the palate, and then
completely fucked the palate, went and drank all these expensive whiskies, and then went out and then fucking wrecked it further.
Oh, nice. So we out in Inverurie
afterwards?
Out in
Inverurie afterwards. Watched a really shocking band. They were fucking dire.
No.
Oh, God. Because the guy was like, he says, where are you going now? So anywhere there's a band playing, we'll go, right, cool, there's a band on, and I won't name the pub because you'll know who the band are then. And they were fucking dreadful.
Really?
Oh, my God.
What was the worst? Vocals,
everything. They were out of tune. The fucking the three guitar players, they were all out of tune. The drummer was fucking dire. The singer was not too bad, but it was just really badly done.
How much were you dying to step up there and say, boys?
It's just like,
let me
I'm
fucking tune you in.
Punch some cunt. Like, it's just like, give me a fucking guitar. But yeah, just I don't want to get into it because it's a bit arsey. But I don't want to slag the guys because they were having fun. But just. And they had splashed out, like, I mean, they had no expense spared. Thousands and thousands of pounds worth of equipment.
Oh, so all the gear, no sense?
Fucking none.
Oh, for
all the gear, no
sake.
idea. Just, but hey, whatever.
Shit.
They probably got 300 quid for their night. They're fucking laughing. And I spent that.
So how did you get home afterwards? Because I was tempted to message you and say, look, listen, I know that your good lady wife, the top baby lovely, is having a few sherries herself.
Yeah, no, she didn't. She didn't have.
Oh, she didn't?
No, she didn't have. I thought she was going to, but no, she didn't. So she came and got me.
Oh, no. Because I was going to offer to come and get
were you?
and take you home. But then I was like, you know what? I'm home. I've got like 1,000 beers now sitting from from work, so I'm going to smash some of them.
Nice.
So,
no, it's all good. No, but I thought I'll just bum a taxi with them because they're all heading back to this direction anyway.
Okay.
But she'd say, no, it's fine. I'll come and get you.
Oh, bonus.
So that was a bonus. Like, so it's easier because I don't feel embarrassed telling her to stop so I can chuck my guts up at the side of the road. Whereas a taxi will sit with the meter running and charge me for the privilege.
While you're sitting in a bush.
I was good crack. Like,
brilliant.
They're good lads and that, and just a bit of a carry on. So I was well oiled. Like,
was there any mess when you got back home? Like, because obviously last time I saw you, you got home and you were passed out on a tabletop.
No fucking idea.
Oh no!
Well, I got up, everything's in. All my clothes were in the living room. There was a basin on the living room floor, so I'm assuming at one point I must have gone to sleep on the sofa. And THL thought he's gonna spew his guts. Oh, I did. I ended up upstairs throwing up at whatever time. I was a fucking mess.
She's amazing. Like
I don't know how she puts up with that.
It's amazing how much she takes care of you.
One of the guys last night was one of the first things he said to me. It's just like, how the fuck did you manage that? I just have no idea.
I know. Right.
He's just fucking
infuriating.
But the shit she puts up with. So fair play to her.
Like myself and probably other regular human beings in the world, men folk especially, who have beleaguered wives who make it well known that they're not very impressed with your behaviour, my behaviour, your behaviour, or any behaviour involving being around Boris drinking. You see,
I know.
And then you get tucked in, fucking lovely in the sofa. You get a back rub, you get a pillow, and you get a basin and stuff, And
I mean, there have been a few arguments and carry-ons about my behaviour, something, but like. Not nearly enough.
Really?
We're talking 4 or 5 in 17 years. You know what I mean? We're doing all right.
That's not bad going.
No, but half the time she thinks it's funny. Like, I often say, I'm really sorry. She's like, I can't move for laughing, so she's don't worry about it.
Man. My wife, on the other hand, does not find it funny. No, not quite as funny as yours.
No, she laps it up like.
I'm going to change this mic. This microphone doesn't sound the best.
I can hear you fine.
I'm coming through about 2 seconds. Let me just try this.
Okay.
Coming through a bit ropey there.
This is very professional.
Oh yeah, I've got a standby.
I hear this.
If I can get in the hole.
He's trying to. There we go. It's in the hole.
There we go. That's a bit better. A bit more bass now as well to that one, I think. That one seemed to be a bit kind of flat.
Bass in your face.
Bit of a bass in my voice.
Yeah, so no, it was good. So it was good night, good weekend. Actually, I was off Friday as well, so my plan was not to have any drink because I knew I was going out on Saturday.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Thursday night, half cup. Fucked off to go up at 9:30, kicking the door in as they're trying to lock it. Give me some fucking wine. Friday night, fucking steaming on the red wine.
That's amazing.
So what was meant to be a fairly relaxed weekend has turned into just me being absolutely shit-faced for 3 days.
Fucking wonderful.
Well, we had an appointment on Friday, so I said, I'll take the day off. Just be easy. I'll take the day off, and then that'll be it. And that way I can get, like, the fucking grass sorted out for the winter, the fucking gutters clean. And all this jobs, what to do? You got up Friday morning and it was just a fucking hurricane outside and rain. And I was like, my fuck, standing out there cleaning gutters. Christ. So I was just like, fuck, I'll just get pissed.
Do you find that the THL now will refrain from... This microphone too has been a...
No, I can hear you totally well.
I'm coming through a bit iffy. I don't know what's going on here with this microphone. It's bullshitty. Do you find the THL now gives you, or plans less things, and the knowledge on weekends that you're probably going to get fucking smashed?
She just fucking... She does her thing and just... I just have to exist around it.
No.
She doesn't consider me in any of it.
That's fucking magical.
I'm either going to be working or I'm going to be lying down.
Yeah, be lying in a fucking shit.
I need to fucking grow up. Actually, I was saying that to this. I need to cut it out for a wee while because we've been hitting it pretty hard lately. Actually, so
it's been quite hard.
A lot of weekends. There's been a lot of boozy nights.
Because even my good lady wife was like, have you guys started using recording shows as an excuse to get pissed?
Yes.
I'm like, well, of course.
What's our fucking problem?
Because it seems to be now the code is I'm off to record a show means you won't see me till 1 a.m. on the camera, so I get the key in the door. Boris will be flashing his arse. THL be the car looking beleaguered.
Sounds like she's got a problem with this.
I know exactly.
The fucking money that we make from this show. I know, she'd be happy. Eh?
The bills I pay because of this fucking show. Unbelievable. Listen, before we move on to any of our exclusive spooky content, right? I thought we'd maybe cover a couple of emails that we've had in as submissions to one of my new favourite segments of the show. This one. Dear miscreants, I've been listening to you lot for a while, and I think I've cracked the next big business move for the Spank Bank. Ooh. It's called Grief to Go. Rent a mourner service for people who don't have enough dramatic energy at their funerals. Could you imagine?
I know somebody who would absolutely pay into that. I can't say their name on here. But she might live in my house.
Yes, you're right. Jesus, you're right. Picture it. Trained professionals who'll sob, scream, faint, or even throw themselves onto the casket, depending on the package that you buy. The deluxe premium tier includes a weeping ex-lover who arrives drunk and shouts, "It should have been me," before collapsing theatrically. There's also a corporate package for when your boss dies and you need to look like you care. We'll even provide tasteful monologues about their leadership, whatever that means. Invest now, and I'll throw in the ashes scattering upgrade, where one of our actors dramatically chucks the urn into the wind like a vengeful Disney villain. Yours in mourning and marketing, Kev, the emotional entrepreneur, B. So,
I like it.
It's not bad, isn't it? Not bad.
Decently.
He hasn't said how much money he wants invested, though, in this idea. But, we choose whether it's spanked or banked. So, what do you think,
I love it. I think it's got fucking legs.
Oh, you're in?
Oh, well, no, I can't say because he doesn't say how much money he's wanting from me. I mean...
What would you conservatively think you would want investment-wise into this Grief to Go service?
So you're going to have wages of people They aren't mourners.
True.
He's going to want a lot of money.
But then
there's not a lot of outlay.
And a lot of this we could do ourselves.
Yeah, there's not a lot of outlay. So,
like, if anyone's going to arrive drunk and remorseful at a funeral, it's going to be
what's
yourself.
An advertising budget really that he's required. I mean, I'll chuck a 20-30 grand into the pot.
Okay.
For a measly 17% of his.
17, but
Yeah.
see, I would go 20-30 grand for a good 20, full 20, around 20%. You know, so he's giving
I'm
away.
in though. I love that idea. I know there are people so fucking self-obsessed that would they're not even here. They're dead. They can't see it.
Yeah,
but they would die happy knowing
they're so narcissistic that they would need to have a fucking funeral procession. They would need to have, you know, like they have in New Orleans when they've got the jazz band.
Oh, I think you could say black people.
Well, that too. It's like a full parade of black people, and when it comes to mourning, black people head to the park.
Yeah,
you know,
man, they love it. They love
screaming, waving scarves and tissues. You know,
I fucking love it. Yeah, there are a lot of people who would buy into that shit, like because they've got no fucking friends or family that like them.
Or no, exactly.
Do you know it? They're all over it.
That's amazing. That gets a fucking one of these guys.
Join me at Donald Trump's House of Wings.
Sorry, speaking of that fucking oaf, have you seen his latest fucking tweet?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! So
is it to do with the No More Kings? Or
no,
no
fucking
Kings
Hillary
fucking
Clinton had shared a picture of a digger tearing off the side of the White House for this new ballroom that he's commissioned.
Oh yes, I
remember, people. This is your house, not his house. You know, you pay for it. You vote for who lives in it. He's just, he's destroying your home, not his. And he's replied to it saying, "I think Hillary Clinton. I think I'm going to call it the Monica Lewinsky suite."
Oh no, he did not.
He fucking did.
Oh, amazing.
What the fuck is that? Like, it's just not even. It's not like we're living in the real world.
He doesn't give a fuck.
It's just
like she tweeted that about the this is your house, folks. He's wrecking his house. And then the reply she got tore her apart.
What?
Like,
but
Hillary,
she's right.
But she's right. But also, there was one tweet I saw. I was like, Hillary, do you remember when you left the White House? You left with like over $20,000 worth of the furniture you stole from the place.
Oh, did she steal?
She fucking cleared the place out.
She's a gypsy.
Barack Obama, I think, tore down part of the building to build a basketball court. He knows
I love it.
Oh yeah, like every president who goes in there makes some kind of modification to it. But I think they're moaning because
it's a lot of money, though. It's like it's in the 200 million or something.
But seemingly, it's coming out of his own pocket, allegedly.
Yeah,
that's
pocket.
Bullshit. Well, exactly. Yeah.
He's a fucking dick.
Fucking out of the
He's an absolute knob. I don't like him. I don't condone anything he does.
No.
But I fucking loved that reply. I just thought,
I'm not a fan, but see, for pure entertainment value, he's fucking gold.
It's fucking non-stop.
Oh, man.
But he's in charge of like one of the biggest fucking superpowers in the world.
He's the leader of the free world, essentially.
Apparently.
The man was on TV fucking telling people they were fired not fucking 10 years ago.
I know.
Suddenly he's in charge of the nuclear buttons.
We watched Zoolander last week with a young lad.
Jesus.
Fucking he turns up in it.
Does he?
Yeah, but it was obviously like 99 or something, 2000, and he's like, is that guy playing Donald Trump? it's like, no. I said, that is Donald. Oh, right, he's younger. Why is he in a film? He's a president. I was like,
holy
exactly.
Shit. That's amazing. Oh, fuck's sake.
Fucking moron. Like.
He's a fucking bail end.
Oh, he's wild.
We do have one more email to cover as well, too, for the Spank Bag. This is
Did you
a
just
submission.
turn my mic up? Sorry.
No, I put mine up a little bit, but it's
mine's
just
going a bit louder.
Mine's a bit shit tonight. I don't know why. It's maybe the cable, actually. But it's fine. We'll cope. I don't know. I come through a bit echo, a bit kind of not much bass in my tone here. Maybe. Who knows? I'm just stressing because, I'm a bit of an audiophile. Like yourself, I like things that sound fucking correct.
Audiophile.
Audiophile.
That's the wire.
That's the way you go there.
Top nonce.
All right, lads. I've got a business idea that's guaranteed to print money and probably bite someone. It's called Dogwarts, a boarding school for pets with behavioural issues. Right? We teach problematic animals how to channel their chaos for good, or at least for content. Dog biting the postman, we make him the biting coach. Cat pissing in the toaster, that's our creative director of Household Anarchy. Each graduate gets a tiny diploma, a personalised muzzle, and a certificate that says no longer legally your problem. Optional spin-offs include Cat's Creek for Felines Beyond Redemption and Hamster Rehab for when they've seen too much. Oh, because they've been up some gay man's arse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That could be it, yeah. All I need is funding, a disused warehouse, and a lawyer brave enough to represent us. Cheers from Darren from Wigan.
Darren from Wigan.
From Wigan.
That's a really fucking weird idea.
I know, right? Fucking hell.
Why are we training fucking pets to
I don't
misbehave?
fucking know, but I love it. Sold!
Sold to the highest. But no, I don't know if it's for me or not.
You're not too sure?
No, just feel like teaching dogs to bite is a bad thing.
But
Small children, maybe, but not just to bite.
to hang out a pram,
Yeah.
fucking chewing. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking hell, that's a fucking weird one.
It's a tough one. I'm changing my phone again. Like, I'm fucking...
You're not
persistently...
coping.
I'm not coping here. I'm very stressed because this whole microphone
Don't be
shit.
stressed. It's fine.
Wait, watch this. Here we go. I'm going to do it. Ready?
The magic of radio.
I'm going to pull that out.
That's me.
Oh, it's you!
Jesus Christ. How long?
I maybe know why.
Because your master's down.
Because I was fucking with the wrong buttons. I've got the cables mixed up there. That's why.
That's why I kept getting
I
louder.
was sounding. That's why you were getting louder. Yeah, and I couldn't figure out why you were getting. I'm such a fucking spesh. Right?
How long have you been doing this?
I've no about fucking 16 years.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Ah,
unbelievable.
fuck, what a bell end. Wait, see, I never sound fine.
No wonder the
Now
DXP
I've
got
got
rid of you.
Now I've got the fucking. So, of course, this is the Shocktober show, right? The Shocktober
Yeah.
Sunday special, sober special.
Yep.
And I thought, so in the last show, I'd said during the 2-week kind of break between shows, I'd release that episode of Feared that I recorded.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with yourself and I.
Oh yeah.
But I thought, well, I could do that, but the Skype quality call that we made wasn't the best. It was a bit ropey in parts and bits were missed out. I
We're
thought
probably drunk as well.
we were probably a bit drunk as well
It
too.
was during COVID.
So I thought it was, yeah. So
Wasn't it?
during lockdown, so we're in
Yeah.
our houses on a fucking Skype call
Yeah,
and
that's
recording a
right,
show.
yeah.
So I thought, well, why not? Do we not just fucking, record something or just talk about this shit tonight?
Okay, we can. It's
You
not
know?
really funny though.
It's not very funny.
I
no.
can make it up. I can make it funny.
We can add.
I got fingered by a ghost. Fingered by the ghost of Michael Jackson. Ow! Kidding.
Because I've talked before. Have I talked before on this show? I think about a couple of my ghostly experiences in the past. Because
Yeah.
I've had a couple, but you've had a couple of crackers. Though, as well,
Yeah,
too.
I know, but I don't like. I'm not a ghosty person. I don't believe in it. I don't think I believe in it.
You don't believe
But we
it?
had a really fucking weird house, and there was a lot of weird shit on it.
You did say, yeah. So, like, I mean, for me, I think I've mentioned before. If I haven't, I apologise. But like, a couple of my main ones was one time, like, as a kid in my
Yeah.
old house.
Yeah.
And I remember lying in bed and I was just chilling, like probably post wank. I've no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
You know that kind of like post coital,
Yeah,
kind of
little glow.
little glow about you. I've got my BA Baracus
Yeah.
picture on the wall, and
What a way to
80
finish.
I know, right? Stop watching me, BA.
Hi.
You're only making me harder. And I remember, like, I was asleep at this point, but I remember being woken, and I remember being pinned to the bed. Right?
Yeah.
I felt like I was pinned to the bed.
Uncle John
Uncle,
offering to buy you some new white trainers.
I was pinned to the bed, right? But also, my curtains were open, and I never opened my curtains at night time. They were always
Oh,
closed.
really?
Because do you know why? Because my old bedroom was a bungalow.
Yeah.
And outside my window was basically a footpath. So anyone walking past could look in my fucking bedroom.
Did somebody come into your room through the window?
No, the window was closed, but the curtains were wide open.
That's weird.
Which is fucking, because I guarantee there was no way, because they were like permanently closed, even daytime fucking
Yeah,
closed. I
teenager,
hate the idea of
yeah.
people looking in, so permanently closed, wide open. Woke up, the moon's fucking shining in. You see,
Shining on
I'm
you.
pinned to the bed, thinking, who the fuck's here? I'm looking around the room. There's nobody
weird,
in the
isn't it?
room. Right, I'm looking around. I can't move properly. I'm looking around, and the duvet got pulled off the bed. From the fucking bottom end, pulled off the bed. Right. And I'm lying there now. I'm free to move. I jump to the bed. I'm fucking screaming. My mother, who's drunk, through the house.
Oh, your hot mum.
My hot mum
Oh, yeah.
comes fucking crashing through like a bowling ball. What the fuck is going on? Fucking hell! I'm like, I'm on the floor screaming, but there's nobody. Like, she searched the room top and bottom. I was hiding in a cupboard, fucking terrified. There was
Fucking hell.
nobody in the room
weird, isn't it?
whatsoever. And that's fucking, like, to this day, I still look back and think, fucking, like, I'm still paranoid.
Yeah.
I go to bed like, fucking hell, a duvet make it pulled off me again, you know? Or
It's creepy shit. Like
just mental shit like that.
yeah, no, we had a like there was loads and loads of instances. I was young, and there was like, and they sold the house eventually, and the people who bought it got in touch with them a few years after they'd moved and asked if they'd ever had anything strange happening in the house, because they were having loads, and it was more or less the same experiences. It was weird, and it wasn't like every night, but it was like occasionally like.
What was the first signs you had? That you
Well, I
thought
don't know,
something
because
was going
they were
fucking-
there long before I was born.
Oh, right, okay.
So this had been going on since before I was born. But you used to hear people like walking down the main hall. So it was a converted old. So it would have been like a farm cottage with the back when it would have been like the animals would have been inside. So part of the house then, like the buyer basically, and they'd
Oh,
converted it
right,
in one.
okay.
And you
Oh,
used
see the big long kind of hallway. in the middle
yeah,
where
big
the-
long hallway.
okay.
So you come in that door, and like down that corridor was like all the bedrooms, and then you come into the living room, and you used to hear
right,
people
okay.
walking down it, and it was fucking weird. You used to hear like loads of stuff moving about in one of the bedrooms, and then you'd go in regularly. And I think the last one, it was when I was there. I don't remember seeing it because I was young, but I remember them all speaking about it. It was like the night before my auntie's wedding, and she'd got up in the morning and fallen out with my grandmother for being in the room where all the wedding presents were.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're fucking raking through them. When they'd gone in, they'd all moved. The whole lot of them.
Jesus.
They'd all been moved about. There was nobody had even been in the place.
And this
but-
was quite an isolated space or area. You were
yeah,
in.
yeah, but they found out. So the original house, there was like 7 or 8 kids had died in it. Like
Holy shit.
yeah, and like one winter. We're going back.
I
fucking-
froze to death. Or
I don't know. Maybe
fingered
touched
it,
to death. Who
touched-
knows?
touched to
Dad couldn't afford to feed them, so he killed. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, there was loads of fucking weird shit like that on, and it was creepy as fuck. And I
Holy shit.
remember I was fucking. I used to hear quite regularly, like somebody. It sounded like somebody running across the loft space.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it could be day or night. Like it wasn't just like at
Yeah.
night times. It was fucking creepy.
Fucking
It was a
hell,
creepy
man.
fucking house. Like
I like one of the ones I remember as well too was there was 2 other things that happened to me that I remember. One
Yeah.
I think I mentioned before again was there's a castle in Thurso called Thurso. It's called Thurso East Castle. It was like it's right on the kind of-
unbelievable. They couldn't come up with any more
I
original.
know right, exactly. It's right on the kind of like
The east side of Thurso.
I know, right? It's right on the, if you will, almost near the harbour kind of mouth, looking out into the water, and there is a pathway, like a footpath over a stile,
Yeah,
and there used to be a pathway leading across the kind of coastline towards this castle.
yeah.
And over the years, it had been left abandoned, it had overgrown, all the grass on either side of this pathway had grown up to almost like the height of us kids, as we were, you see. But the only light on this pathway was at the stile leading towards this pathway.
Oh, okay.
So the path itself leading to the castle was pitch dark,
Yeah.
apart from the moonlight, or
Yeah.
and that was it. And part of your kind of like as a kid, part of your dare was, can you make it to the castle and back
Without pissing
without
your pants.
pissing your pants? You see, or getting eaten by a fucking wolf. Who knows, And I remember now again, it's thick grass either side of you,
Yeah.
up to where your kind of head was. And I remember walking down this path, absolutely shitting myself, but like I'm a hard nut, I can do this,
Yeah.
And ahead of me, a figure in like a white, long kind of cloak dress, whatever it was,
Yeah.
stepped out of the grass on the left hand side,
Yeah.
crossed the small path, and went into the grass on the right hand side.
It's gotta be a local.
And I'm like fucking, I screamed. I think I shit my pants. I ran back to the stile,
I love it.
over the stile, and I'm like Forrest Gump all the way
Yeah.
back home. And it wasn't until later on when I got some brass balls about me with a few
Yeah.
friends. We all went as a group to investigate. And there's no way that anyone's crossed that bit because there's no broken grass either side. There's
wild, innit?
there's no trodden down grass. Something had passed over that way.
Yeah.
And it clear as fucking day, and whatever it was faced towards me. And I'm like, something was there, but
Wow.
But this is the same castle that I'm sure that the former Lord Thurso, again, original name, but the castle was mostly collapsed, but there
Yeah.
was parts of the castle that were still in use.
Yeah.
And the old former lord had like a study in one of the towers,
Okay.
and with a spiral staircase leading down the way to get
Yeah.
out, you see. And it was structurally sound, but you didn't want to take chances.
No.
And one night there was a fucking really heavy storm.
Yeah.
And this again, I've heard this fucking third hand, but really heavy storm. And the Lord was in his study doing some work. Thought, you know what, I'm going to go back to the main house because this is maybe a bit too ropey in case shit goes south. You know, he's heading down in a hurry down these stairs, and he passes somebody on the stairs. Oh, excuse me, as he's going down, and it's not till he's outside. He's like, wait a minute, why is there somebody in there? I'm here myself.
Is that right?
He said he thought back. He's like, shit, that someone in a brown robe seemingly. And he goes back in to check, and there's nobody there. But he definitely passed somebody standing on the stairwell.
It's weird, isn't it?
In like a long brown robe, you know. And it's like a fucking monk. Who the fuck was that? You know. It's like,
I know, and he's got nothing to gain from lying.
Nothing to gain.
And that's the thing. I don't believe in that shit. But there's just I don't know. I can't put it into words. But I think I told you as well. Like, so that house, I don't remember it because I was young at this point. I would never sleep in the room on my own because I used to complain about this little girl used to wake me up in the night.
You did mention,
yeah. And so that was my aunt's room when she was a kid, and she had the same problem. They had to move her. They had to move her rooms when she was little because she was always moaning about this wee lassie waking up.
So how would the kid wake you up?
And this was I don't know because I don't remember. I don't because I would have been like, oh God, at that I think this. No. I mean, they moved out when I was 6. But yeah, so I was a good bit younger, but at that point, but yeah, and you just think it's a weird coincidence because there would have been, you know, the 2 incidents would have been 20 years apart. Yeah. I've been too young to know, but again, I don't believe it because how the fuck, like, it just doesn't make sense. But when you woke up, was she just standing in the room, or remember. They said she used to wake me up? Well, I would say that she wakes me up.
Okay, right, okay. But you don't remember yourself what she?
No, I don't. I don't remember it at all. I don't remember it. But it was exactly the same room and exactly this because they said I used to complain about her sitting on the windowsill because of this really fucking deep window because you know, thick granite fucking walls. You know what like those stens are. Yeah. And they said I used to complain about her sitting there, and that's exactly what my aunt used to complain about. Jesus. It's weird as fuck. But again, I'm like, what a lot of shit. And if one of my kids came to me and said that, I'd be like, shut your fucking trap. Get to your beds, you dick. Like,
exactly, yeah.
You're not getting to stay up. Fuck off. Like, but it's weird, like.
I mean, there's an email we got as well, too, from one of our listeners. I put a thing on our Discord saying, look, does anybody have any stories?
Oh, yeah.
They want to submit for the show, yeah.
Also saw Cool Ride on Board on there as well.
I know, right? You see that beast? Fucking hell.
Still got
folks, if you haven't seen this bad boy, I think there's a link on our Facebook page leading to the Discord. You should need to join that shit and see some of the stuff in there. That more is up my fucking alley. We're leading that stuff.
Definitely part of the Drums League.
So I got an email that came in and said, hi lads, since it's nearly Halloween, I thought I'd write in with something that happened to me last year. It's not the scariest story you'll ever hear, but it's true, or at least I think it is. My mates still reckon I hallucinated the whole thing, but they weren't there, so fuck them. So I live alone in a wee semi-detached up in Inverurie. It's not old or creepy or anything. Pretty standard house. But last October, I started hearing noises in the loft. Proper scraping sounds. Not loud, just constant. Like someone dragging their nails over cardboard. Now, I'm not daft. I assumed it was mice or maybe a bird that got stuck. So being a modern man, I did what any adult would do. Ignored it for a week and hoped it would die. Right? Which I fucking... Except it didn't. It got worse. Scraping turned to thumping, and every night around 2 a.m, I'd hear it directly above my bed. One heavy thud, like something dropping. So one night, full of cheap courage and bad decisions, I got the stepladder, grabbed my phone torch, and popped the hatch.
Fucking sure I wouldn't.
Would I fuck?
I've watched too many horror films for that shit. Like,
I've done it before. I'll tell you about after this.
Okay.
It was freezing. I stuck my head up, expecting to see a rat and maybe a pigeon, but there was nothing. No movement, no sound. Then my torch caught something in the corner, an old suitcase. I'd never noticed it before. I thought maybe the last owner left it, so I crawled over to it, which was a big mistake. As soon as I touched it, something shifted inside, like fabric moving against fabric.
No, it never.
I dropped it so fast, I nearly fell to the ceiling.
That's like a skink.
I waited, dead quiet, shining the torch at it, and then the suitcase unzipped itself about 2 inches.
No, it didn't.
Unzipped itself about 2 inches.
I'd have set fire at the house.
That was it.
I burned the cunt down. Fuck that.
That was enough for me. I jumped down, slammed the hatch shut, and slept in the living room for 3 nights straight.
3 nights.
Nights.
I couldn't have gone back in that house.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
fucking-
I'd have burnt the bitch down. Fuck that.
The next day, I called a pest control guy. He went up there, came down 10 minutes later, white as a sheet, and said, "There's nothing up there, pal, but I'd maybe keep that hatch shut for a while." Then he left without charging me.
What?
I know, right? Fucking pest control guy. It's like, nothing
What
there,
the fuck?
but didn't charge him and left.
Well, we need to go round.
We fucking do. I was going to get to that as well.
Oh, sorry.
Here's the weird bit. The noise has stopped completely. But about 2 weeks ago, I went up there again to get the Christmas lights, and the suitcase is gone.
What?
Just the dusty outline where it used to sit.
No.
Anyway, that's my spooky tale. No idea what it was, no idea where it went, and I'm definitely not going up there again. My house insurance doesn't cover whatever that was. Love the show from Grant. P.S. Boris, if you want to make Haunted Loft Simulator, I want royalties. So my plea to Grant is this. Now, Grant, you only live like a 10-minute drive from me and Boris right now. Right now, we are both sober.
Yes.
Okay,
Unusually.
by the time you hear this, of course, we can't. But maybe next weekend, if you're free and if you'll allow it, we'd love to come to your home.
Come and raid your loft.
And stick a heat in your loft, right? I fucking love it. I've got a proper like fucking action camera.
That's fucking horrible.
It's fucking
Can't be
brutal,
true.
man. It's brutal.
That is awful. I hate that. That was making my
man.
skin crawl.
Like there was a house I lived in a while back, and this is many years ago.
Yep.
Up in Thurso, and again there was noises in the loft, like that kind of scraping sound and occasional thump as well too. Ugh. And it was now. So this house was in an area called High Ormley, right? There's a bit of story here to tell you as well. So. This is the house I kind of grew up in, right?
Aye.
As a kid. Like my parents moved to this house in High Ormley. They had me in this house. My parents broke up. I was still there with my mother. It was a 2-story house. You know, ground floor, first floor. I was upstairs, loft hatch, 3 bedrooms. You know, whereas we had to leave that house because my mother had a bad fall down the stairs, broke her leg, spiral fracture, the whole shooting match. And she then said or asked for a transfer to a bungalow, hence the bungalow with the window by the doorway by the walkway. You keep looking at that door like I'm fucking.
I saw lights. That was all. I saw car lights.
Jesus Christ! I'm parking now. That's fucking
the window.
So we'd moved to a bungalow. The old house had been left behind. A new person moved into that house, and subsequently, as I was hitting like 13, 14-year-old, the person in that house used to have a friend of mine go over to babysit for her, and eventually it became a bit of a party house. So all of us like 13, 14-year-old kind of boys would go around there, and the owner, that's the owner house, the tenant of the house was still there. I'd make a joke, this is my old bedroom, you know, and we'd be partying and stuff, and everyone else as well too. And I ended up losing my virginity in that house. There was a party one night.
What was his name?
Bob.
Bob.
There was a party one night. I was only 14 years old. The host of the house, or the person who lived in the house, ended up rattling me on the jackets in my old bedroom.
That's ace. Fucking
next day, pluke's all gone. Fucking hair grew. Chest hair popped out.
Balls dropped.
Fucking voice dropped like 5 octaves.
Started smoking 40 a day.
Got myself a fucking super tenants. Like that was fucking amazing. But so the reason why I'm saying this is because in that house then, because it became a bit of a party house. Like the women who lived there didn't really care. Like, oh, come around, lads, just party here, have a few drinks, stuff, you know, and no one really minded. Even our parents didn't really mind we were there because they kind of knew we were all in one place. You know?
Get
so it was kind of like, you know, and they knew we got fucked. Well, I got
literally.
Fucked. So then it got a point. Then we started doing like, well, we didn't start doing it, but some people started doing like Ouija boards and stuff and fucking around.
That.
And then, like, there was one day they did this Ouija board, and I wasn't there when it happened, but they seemingly did a Ouija board in that same bedroom that I got my oats in.
Yeah.
And allegedly, the glass flew off. No one swiped it. It just flew off the table and smashed against the wall.
Really?
You see, and after that, then there was a lot of commotion happening in that loft. Like the tenant of the house, like I might have to move out of here.
Oh,
There's,
really?
like, someone thumping up there. The loft hatch rattles and stuff, and I was like, maybe he got a bird or a fucking some kind of vermin in there, you know. So I was like, look, you know, I was like, of course, I was a man now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've fucked someone, you know. So like, I'm suddenly a man. Right? I'll go and check. I'm a man, right? I'm manly as fuck. Give me a torch. So I've got a torch, right? A step ladder, and I'm shitting my pants.
Yeah.
There's nothing happening up there. There's no sound or fuck all I can detect. Shitting my pants, right? And I go up the loft hatch, and I open the hatch, and I put my head through, and there's like old boxes in there. There's probably old boxes of my old shit in there. Who knows? But there's like stacks of shit and boxes and blah, blah. And I'm scanning around with the torch, and there's fuck all in there. You know, there's nothing I could see that was moving or at all. But there was like a box in the far corner that had like a maybe I think it was a blanket or a jacket sleeve that was hanging over the edge of it. And I'm pretty sure it just twitched. And I was like, nope! No! And I jumped off the ladder. I'm fucking torch, fucking wing. The hatch is still hanging open. I'm fucking see ya. Forrest Gumping all the way up the road. And our new home, was the bungalow, which was only like 3 streets away from this current place, you know. And I ran home, fucking didn't answer the door for like 3 days. I'm like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. Fuck it, I'm done. I was out, but fuck me, man. That was.
Oh man.
But yeah, I was
fuck
mental.
That no, I'm not having that. Like, I mean, the Grant suitcase thing's fucking creeping me out. I keep thinking about it. I'm not liking it.
Like the fucking.
It's fucking horrible.
It'd be less scary if the thing had unzipped fully.
Oh,
that little 2 inches. Oh, for fuck's sake!
None of that. Like,
no.
I wonder if it's like a joint loft. Our house where I grew up in, it had the neighbouring house, the wall. What would have been the gable end was only like 3/4, so you could actually get into the neighbour's loft.
Oh, okay, right.
I wonder if it was somebody fucking put it there. I was playing a prank.
Maybe.
And I was like, that's fucking horrible, though.
That's pretty horrible.
It's making my fucking honest. It's making me itchy. I hate it. It's fucking horrible.
There's also a story I remember as well too from a guy I used to go to school with called Jamie, and Jamie used to live. So he lived like near, if you know where kind of Thursday is, there's Scrabsters nearby. There's a lot of houses that are kind of between Thursday and Scrabster. And so he lived in like this little bungalow place in the middle of this kind of way towards Scrabster, if I remember correctly. And he said that now his father was adamant that like he had an old radio, like an old kind of like a fucking battery-powered analog radio with a dial, you know, the whole shooting match. And Jamie, don't touch the fucking radio. It's my radio. It was his pride and joy. He loved putting on the old BBC fucking, you know, news. It was fine. And Jamie said that for a while then, in his teens, he said there were times he'd wake up because his bedroom was on the bottom floor. Yeah. Dad and mum were upstairs. He was on the bottom floor. Single child and only child. And he said that he got woken up a few times by the radio just playing static. And be like, what the fuck is fucking radio's on? Why was it going to? As he'd go through and I'm like, things just blaring static and like that kind of like, you know, you get the static where you're like just the old radios, you're just off a station.
Yes, it's broken.
So you make like a kind of sound, like a whispering sound or a noise of someone speaking. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So he'd go in and put it off and that was fine, back to bed. And then like he said an hour later, like,
back on again.
Like, what the fuck is back on again? And he said, now this happened for like a few weeks it's happened, this just static thing would happen, come on. He thought it was maybe a faulty off button, for example, or a problem with the button. Told his dad. Dad's like, it's fine. Fucking just ignore it, you know. So a couple weeks passed, still happening. Yeah. He's like, fuck this noise. He goes downstairs. He unplugs the power point. He checks the battery pack at the back. There's no batteries in this thing at all. There's no power source whatsoever. He says, like, fuck it. It won't go on now. Yeah. Back to his bed, right? That night, no more sounds. Everything's peachy. Yeah. The next night, however. Come on. What the fuck? Nope. Oh. He's like, oh, well, Dad must have plugged it back in again. You know? So he's like, fuck's sake. So he goes through to the living room where the radio is. Yeah. The plug's hanging out the wall. There's no plug in the wall. And he's like, it's still fucking hissing static. He's like, right, so it must be batteries. So he goes in the back of the thing. Smash that cunt. No batteries. When he opens the battery compartment, the thing turns off, right? There's no batteries there, but it turns off anyway. And he's like, Be gone, Satan! I had the cunt kicked out the first window. He fucking launched it across the room, right? But lands on the sofa. He's now upstairs. Fucking hell, Dad! Fucking demons! Screaming away. So Dad, of course, like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's just fucking faulty. Don't worry about it. You know, it's my fucking radio. Leave it be. You know. So the next night, the radio's put back where it was before.
Yeah. Is that right?
Back on again. Like, what the fuck? And he goes through, but he says he wasn't too sure, but that kind of like almost a station kind of like noise you get of people speaking.
Yep.
He could swear it was like, shh, Jamie. Shh.
What the fuck with that?
Jamie, shh. He's like, whoa, fucking hell.
What the fuck?
And he's like, he says, honestly, Scott, he goes, I could swear this thing was saying my fucking name, right? So he again would go over, flick it off. It's off anyway, but he'd give it a touch it. As soon as he touched it, it would go off, you know. And then it wouldn't happen again with this night. He says that, and then there was about a week where it passed, and there was nothing happening. He's like, right, hopefully it's done now.
Yeah.
About a week later, this thing turns back on again.
Why is he persevering with it? Why is it not just fucking thrown out?
Because this is his dad's pride and joy.
Fuck your dad.
Right? Fuck. Shh, Jamie. Shh. He's like, what the fuck? So he's like, ignore it. He's lying in bed and he can hear his thing and it's getting louder, right? Because he's ignoring it. It's through the wall and it's getting louder. He's like, I'm going to have to go and put this thing off again. So he goes through and as he goes into the living room where the radio is, it's like, he says it stopped, the static stopped. All I heard was, cold in the walls. He told me this. He told me this in the pub one night, and I honestly was like,
horrible.
we were sitting in like an alcove because you can visit. You see, we're in this alcove. I think was it the, you know, the one the old Mac Camerons.
Yeah.
We're sitting in like an alcove bit, and it's quite a quiet. I'm like, we need to move to the bar where there's people. But if you're telling me this story, because I can't fucking sit here. Listen to this bullshit. You see, and he's like stone faced going, I'm telling you right now, cold in the walls. So we're at the bar and he's telling me, it's like, oh yeah, he says honestly, and he was terrified, like, because as soon as it said cold in the walls, it turned off.
What the
And then he says nothing happened the next 2 nights, and he told his dad this whole thing, told his mum this whole thing, and his dad's like, right, his dad's like an arsehole.
Yeah.
His dad's like, right, fuck it, I'll put it in a drawer and that'll just solve it.
Put it outside.
So yeah, put it in a fucking
shed or
bin,
something.
for fuck's sake, you know. So he put it in a drawer, right? And seemingly he took it, put it in a bottom drawer, shut the drawer. I was like, right, it's away there now. A blanket on top of it. I was like, right, it's fine where it is. Leave it be, right? That night, Jamie's fucking lying in bed. Shh. He's like, what the fuck? He goes through, right? Now no one's moved around. Now, he can hear his parents moving because it's a creepy.
It's not out of the drawer.
It's out of the drawer. It's back on the fucking unit, right?
Oh no.
Cold in the walls.
Cold in the walls. Fuck off.
And he's like fucking freaking out. Back to his bed, and he can still hear something going, shh, cold in the walls. Shh.
What the fuck does that even mean?
No idea. And to this day, like, he had no idea what it meant. He doesn't know if someone's fucking buried in the walls.
That's hideous.
Or someone's hiding. Who fucking knows? But Jamie, cold in the walls. And that fucking, he said that to the day he left or moved out, I think he moved out when he was 16 or 15. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm out of here. Because he said there was that, but there was also the occasional like door would slam here and there. Like things you thought might be wind or
the radio's
could
weird,
probably be
though.
explained away. But the radio with that fucking hissing and cold in the walls was just like, fucking no, I'm out of here, bye-bye now, cheerio. Like,
no fucking
hell, man.
danger, like.
Because I'm fascinated by these stories. Like,
Yeah, I love him, but I just
fucking love them.
Yeah, it's I love it.
And I started that podcast, so it's called Feared.
Yeah.
For those of you who didn't hear it, and I did like 3 or 4 episodes, but the problem was. Because I started with no listeners, essentially with this new show, a whole brand new thing, you see.
Yeah.
Whole brand new show. I started during lockdown as well too. Couldn't get a listener base for it in that first kind of 2 or 3. So it was hard to get folk to submit stories. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, look, I've got my stories, but I've spent them already. I've got other folk like yourself, other folk stories I've told. But the well was running dry, and I'm like, I can't keep going unless I plagiarize stories from online. But I don't want to do that.
No, you don't.
Because there's so many folk, like almost anyone you meet's got a story.
Yeah, some
from their past. But
that's fucking weird, though.
It's mental.
I love all these kind of stories.
I love it.
I love a bit of haunted. Like I say, I don't know if I believe it or not. Every part of it says it can't possibly be real, but I fucking love them. I love a spooky story.
Like, I'm totally game, like, for getting like a action camera, head torch, and go up in Grant's loft. If I fucking
Bad ghost hunting.
if the loft will hold me, of course, you know. But up at the fucking loft, I'm fucking game as fuck.
Oh no, I love all that shit. Like I love you see all these like really apparently haunted hotels, and yeah, I'd love to fucking go and stay one for
Well,
the night.
similarly, Meldrum House is haunted.
Oh, is it? Is it they say that? Is it? I've seen it a couple of times, but I'm always pissed.
Well, I had a look online about this and from nearby locations,
Yeah.
and there's seemingly a thing report about as a lady seemingly who roams the grounds.
Okay.
So people have said they've seen this lady in like a long, I'm sure it's maybe a green dress, I might be wrong though,
Okay.
standing in the grounds just like by herself.
Yes.
Like staff have said they felt like apron ties getting tugged when they're doing chores and stuff, or clean rooms, and you know, like she's been seen wandering through halls and shit. You know, it's like I'm fucking totally game for that.
I love it. Like
I love it.
it
man.
is ace. Like I love it.
Like if I could find the money and the time to go out and visit, I want to go to a proper haunted location or haunted hotel.
Yeah, no,
And
stay.
just spend the night.
You know, I'd
and
love
see
it.
what happens.
I'd see what happens.
Fucking
I'm
amazing.
right into that shit. Like I love it.
I think what we need
great.
to do is have like a regular segment on the show where people send in their spooky
Ghost
stories.
Do it.
And we'll do that as even like if we get enough stories from listeners, do that maybe during the weeks that we're down. You know that single weeks.
It's a nice departure from the war crimes we normally promote as well, isn't it?
Speaking of horrifying war crimes, I believe it's time for a bit of the old top nonce. Boris, I've got a fucking humdinger here. If you can imagine, the former '80s puppet Roland Rat,
for fuck's sake!
but wearing Harry Hill's collar and jumper.
Oh,
jacket, right?
nice! What a
This is
look!
delightful. How about yourself? How's he looking there?
Yeah, no, it's a textbook nonce.
Oh,
It's one of the classics. It's
Right.
what we're going to go for this week.
So we toss a coin to see who goes for.
I haven't got a coin,
haven't
but
got a coin, right? So we'll see.
Rock, paper, scissors. It.
Okay, right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, go. Oh, we've got scissors, right? Go
1,
again.
2, 3, go. Back.
Oh, that's me. I've got it right. So paper beats rock. So I'm going to go for cockiness. I'm going to go first. So I've got a solid 89 cockiness.
You win.
Oh, nice. What do you have there for cockiness?
76.
76. Well, Martin Kidd here, who is born in 1991, he's number 9 in the top nonce list here. And he became... Look at this guy here. Look at the face in that.
Holy fucking
crack,
I like the collar. Like,
I'll get a picture of this here for the Twitter. X. Became the first child sex offender in Britain to be banned from owning any vehicle after trying to lure fucking 2 11-year-old schoolboys into his car.
What the fuck?
Jailed for 3 years for grooming 3 girls aged 14 and 15 and repeatedly breaking a court order made against him. So
He's banned from driving.
banned from any vehicle, from what I can gather, from owning any vehicle at all. He motherfucker can't even have a fucking scooter. You know? No skateboard.
He can't even have
fucker.
a scooter.
Rock up on a fucking skateboard. All right, kids.
Oh man,
Check out the wheels.
what a fucking shambles of a man.
Physical threat 70. I mean, that's not, that's
He doesn't
fair
look like
play.
much of a threat.
Couldn't fight sleep at cunt. Cockiness 89. Offences 72. Slipperiness 45. Remorse 11. Notoriety.
Oh, so he was feeling a bit remorseful.
A tad, Notoriety 88. So, he's not one of the worst ones they've had.
He's certainly not, but
He's certainly up there. Like,
he's certainly a fucking
he's fucking at it, the cunt.
fucking banned from driving for like.
Driving.
That'll be why he's feeling a bit remorseful.
That's
Just the thought of having to hump his shopping home every time he went to Asda, or other supermarkets are available
Other
for
ones
nonsense.
are available. Tiny. Sorry, tiny. Not tiny.
No, I'm Boris.
I'm Boris. Sorry, Boris. Boris. Fucking tiny.
I am tiny though. Technically.
You are tiny. You can better get part of you. I do have an email to share with you that's been directed for your good self, and it's regarding your endeavours in not only software development but also the literary genre. So this one here, I'm getting sick and tired actually of these emails because they are almost like a hero worship for your good self. You know,
Well.
you have a rabid fan base, it appears, which fucking annoys
It's
me.
worrying. Which is worrying.
Dear Boris, you are the dark star around which my fandom orbits.
Fucking hell.
Your voice like velvet wrapped around a chainsaw. Your insights, pure, unfiltered genius that makes me question my life choices in the best way. I'm excited for your masterpiece, Through Their Eyes. That gloriously horrific tome where you dissect famous deaths and pin the blame squarely on the idiots who shuffled off this mortal coil. Chef's kiss, Boris. Chef's
Yes. Mwah.
But Boris, my idol, my beacon of bizarre brilliance, I've got a suggestion that could catapult your game dev legacy into the stratosphere of sublime stupidity.
Do it.
Picture this.
I'm
You sitting
picturing
down.
it.
Prolapse tycoon. Right.
I'm hooked on it. You had me at prolapse.
Yes! you heard that right. In this groundbreaking simulation, players build an empire by specialising in the noble art of reinserting people's prolapsed anuses. Start small. Maybe fixing up a minor mishap at a local gym after too many squats gone wrong. Reinvest your earnings into better tools,
Yeah.
Premium gloves, industrial strength industrial strength lube,
Fantastic.
a fleet of mobile prolapse patrol vans,
Yeah.
Unlock upgrades like celebrity endorsements. Can you imagine Kim Kardashian as your spokesmodel for booty resilience training? Right?
Fantastic.
Or international expansions into high-risk zones like spicy food festivals or zero-gravity space tours.
Oh, but these high-risk zones. I thought you meant like war zones, like sorting prolapses in the Ukraine. Ukrainian prolapses.
It's okay, boys, I've got them.
Frag out. Piles back in.
Boris, this is your calling. A game that's equally parts grotesque, hilarious, and oddly educational. Who knew anatomy could be so entrepreneurial? Sasquatch, you'd voice the gruff tutorial narrator. I'm up for that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Grumbling about pushing back against the odds. What do you say? Discuss this on the pod, and I'll be eternally grateful. Probably tattooing your accent on my soul. Worshipfully yours, Ken Mickey, or Mitchie from Turriff.
Be Turriff.
Fay Turriff. Fay
It'll
Turriff.
be Mickey.
Mickey. Ken
It'll be
Mickey.
Mickey.
Ken Mickey. Fay
It'll
Turriff.
be Mickey.
So he's a big fan of yours, it seems.
Good man.
And, so what do you think then about the
I
idea
fucking
of,
love it. I think it would
diversifying?
be a really natural progression from Bakem and Scraping. To be honest, it's along the medical theme.
Are you finding yourself, though, being diverted away from focus on Bakem and Scrapem and Through Their Eyes?
I'm having to spread myself too thinly
I was
at the
going to
moment.
say, you're
It's
diversifying too
really
much.
hard. I've got too much going on. But that would really, that could be like a game within a game. That could,
Prolapse
that's a nice
Tycoon.
little side quest within.
Do you know what I
Bakem and
recommend for
Scraping.
this? I recommend a mobile game, right?
Oh yeah.
You develop this because then you can get in that, that kind of monetization. You get that,
Yeah.
the DLC,
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
£5 to
stop the adverts.
stop the adverts or to reinsert the victim quicker. It's like,
Fucking
oh
great.
yeah, fucking this.
That'd be good. You get some really good product placement in that game as well.
Product placement.
Pepsi's prolapses. They'd love it.
Pepsi's prolapse is
They would
okay.
fucking- I could see,
Again, I can see where your mind goes, but I can't see many confectionery soft drink companies saying, "Hey,
Why not?
listen, let's brand this prolapsed anus."
why would you
With our
not
logo.
want your product to be advertised in one of the biggest franchises that gaming will have ever seen?
Because right, and here's my counter.
Oh, here we go.
counterpoint, right? Is say for example, I'm Coca-Cola,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, you know what to do? We're gonna pay for adverts on these prolapsed anuses, right? However, once they're reinserted, you can't see that advert anymore. It's inside the body.
No, but it's not going to
Right.
be on the prolapse. It'll be like,
Oh, okay.
oh God, you know what's going to really help me through this recovery from my prolapse surgery?
Uh-huh.
This beautiful Coca-Cola.
Oh. You what's going to really help me while this large man with furry hands thumbs my
thumbs my piles back in.
thumbs my piles back in is this large bag of cheesy Doritos.
Oh, fuck. I love it.
Oh,
I
it's
haven't
amazing.
I haven't had a time to think about anything lately. To be honest, I've got no updates on any of my
been a busy
ventures, and I'm
period.
too hungover to fucking throw one off the cuff. I did think about a new segment for the show. We could have. I think I maybe mentioned to you before. I can't remember if it was your.
Oh, I'm excited.
I would like listeners to write in,
Mm-hmm.
give me reasons why they want me to rock up to their mother's or mother-in-law's houses in a rubber Mike Tyson mats, and I'll punch their mum in the face, and we'll call it punching your ma, and it'll be. I've even got a theme tune for it.
Have you?
I'm gonna re-record "Breaking the Law" by Judas Priest, and I'll be punching your ma, breaking her jaw,
breaking her jaw.
breaking her jaw.
Rocking up in a fucking rubber Mike Tyson mask.
Yeah.
Holy
I
shit.
thought it'd be fucking brilliant. Answers the door. I'm like, are you Mrs. fucking Johnston? Yes, bang. Darren says, you're a dick. And your tatty soup shite.
He's never forgiven you for throwing Star Wars toys. You prick.
Okay, brilliant.
Holy shit, that's gold.
I don't know if it's got legs. We'll see.
I'll tell you what's got legs, right? I've got an idea for us to make some substantial buck, right?
Yep.
Substantial. Because listen, this podcast doesn't pay for itself.
No,
It comes out of our hard-earned pockets, right, to fucking do this shit. Is we offer like a call service.
Yeah.
So there's a guy online does this, right? And it's like I think it's called John Breaks Bad News.
Seen him.
Seen the guy,
Fucking
right?
incredible.
Incredible. We get people to pay to have you phone whatever
I'll do
they
it.
need to break some bad news.
Yeah.
Like, so for example, ring, hi there, I'm Debbie here. Who's calling? Oh, yes, me, it's Boris. Listen, I've been told by your partner, John, to phone you and say your fucking vagina's absolutely honking.
It's rancid.
You need to give it a dick with a clute.
Try some Imperial leather,
pencil.
you monkey bitch.
There's a fucking
Other soaps are available.
Other soaps.
Fucking right.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Oh,
I'm up
man.
for that. Like,
I'm game for that shit.
it's fucking great.
Folks, that takes us to the end of tonight's Super Sunday Sober Spooktober special show number 20. Of course, if you have any spooky stories, please feel free to send them in, because I think that could be a good segment. See if you can terrify Boris enough that he's scared to leave the Caravan of Chaos and walk back the 20 metres to his house after a show. That would be amazing. Craig, was it Craig, the guy with the loft? Can we come to your house and fucking check your loft?
Was it Grant?
Grant, sorry, did I get his name wrong?
Get
I
his
do
fucking
apologise,
name right,
Fucking
Grant.
hell, I can only apologise. I'm going to scroll through right now in my list here and say it was indeed Grant.
See?
Grant M.
I actually care about the listeners.
I do apologise, Grant. If we can come and stick a head in your hole, that would be
And then once we're
amazing.
finished, we'll look in your loft.
Look at your loft.
Hey!
Folks, as always, if you look at the social medias, go to X and Instagrams. I think it's at Miscreants Pod. You'll find us there. Of course, go to our Discord. You'll find the link to our Discord on our Facebook page. Search for the Legion of Extraordinary Miscreants. I would play our normal outro, but I think I might go for our fancy Halloween one instead. What do you think? Folks, toodaloo, motherfuckers. Been amazing.
Shadows wiggle, walls go wide, creaky doors they open wide. Welcome to the Misfit Ride. Extraordinary miscreants, oh yeah. Spooky tales beyond compare. Extraordinary miscreants, oh yeah. Beware, beware, if you dare. Ghostly giggles in the air, monsters dancing everywhere.